All right, hello everybody. Drew, aka Catching Rockets here. So earlier, some people were asking me to go over the 80% rule trade. So I wanted to do that really quickly for everyone. This is a great trade to take because 80% of the time it's going to work out in your favor. For this trade, a few things we're going to need the volume profile indicator. You can get this on TradingView. You can also get it on TOS. If you don't have a subscription to TradingView, I would appreciate if you use my referral code down in the description for this video. If you do, that's all right, no big deal. So a few things we need to go over. When we're charting this out, we're doing it for, so we're going to be charting the value area for Monday, October 3rd, and you're looking to trade it on the following day. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. You just don't take the trade. If it does, good chance of success. A few things we're going to need the indicator. So to get this, you need to have a paid account on TradingView. It's also available for free on TOS desktop if you happen to trade on TOS. I use the pro version of TradingView, which in my opinion is more than enough, at least for my needs. People might need Pro Plus or the highest level, I forget what it's even called. Once you have the paid account, you're going to want to go to account and billing, and here you're going to want to make sure you're paying for live data. So as a minimum, you're going to want ARCA, NASDAQ, and NYSE. If you like to watch futures like I do, ES or NQ, you're going to want the CME group as well. Today we're going to be looking specifically at ES. So again, once you have your paid account, you want the 30-minute time frame. You're going to go to indicators, search, and you're going to search for SVP, which is session volume profile. I mean, you can also type in session if you don't like abbreviations. It'll come up there as well. You could put a star next to it, and that will have it go to your favorite indicators, so you don't have to search for it every time. We do not want to use the session volume profile HD, so don't get that mixed up. We want session volume profile. There's a very big difference between these two. So once you have your paid account with live data and session volume profile on your charts, if you're looking at anything other than futures, so like I said, I'm on ES right now, you want to make sure you're only looking at regular trading hours. For futures, this is different since they basically go 24 hours a day. So any other chart, like if you're looking at SPY, SPX, whatever, 30-minute and only regular trading hours. You don't want extended trading hours turned on. And then there's three things for the 80% rule that we're going to plot. One is going to be our value area low, one is our value area high, and the other one is going to be the POC. On your session volume profile, you want to click this gear icon. That's the settings. We want the value area volume to be 68 and the row size to be 100. And then under style, turn on value area high, value area low, and POC. You can also get there by just clicking on the actual volume profile itself. So once we do that, we're going to draw our value area high. So I put PD for previous day, value area high. These other ones I'm just going to drag up. I drew that one just to show people in case you don't know how to do it. So you should have three things on your chart. Yeah. Previous day value area high, previous day value area low, and previous day POC. Once you have those, you're going to be watching, like I said, the next trading day to take this trade. So let's go to here. So I'm going to turn off the session volume profile just to clean up the chart a little bit so it's easier to see. We have our previous day value area high, our previous day value area low, previous day POC. You want to change your time frame to like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Really, that's personal preference. So what you're looking for is this is the open here on ES for Wednesday, October 5th. If we open below the previous day value area low and then cross back into it, this is a very bullish move. If we were to open above the previous day value area high and cross back into it, that's going to be a very bearish move. You can open inside of the previous day value area and then cross out and back in, or open inside, cross below and back in. The key thing is you want to see something like this where it actually bases outside of the value area before it crosses back in. You don't want to just see like one candle outside and then back in. So we're looking for something like this to take the trade, or just opening completely outside of it, either below or above, and then crossing back inside. And you have to realize, with trading, these lines, it's never going to be like, to the penny. There's always going to be a slight range. So you don't want to be too hard about or too rigid. And that'll make sense in a second here when I explain this. But we're looking for price to be outside, come back inside. And then we're looking for 3 candles to close inside of the previous day value area. So in this instance, this candle closed just barely outside, but this is within, my tolerance for this range. Let's just say my range for this line is something more like this. I'm good with this being slightly outside of the, or slightly below this line. So right here, you would be hopping in calls. And more importantly, you want to have, like a predefined trade. So our risk, you want to be, slightly below where you're getting into the trade. This is probably a good stop here. Our first take profit is going to be the previous day POC. And so you can see with this trade, with this amount of risk here, we're actually getting 3.8 reward for 1 risk, which is good. You're always wanting to have at least 2 reward for every 1 that you risk. So we enter calls here. Our first trim is going to be the previous day POC. And our ultimate profit target is going to be the previous day value area high. So here's our goal, and here's where we're going to take our first profits. So there's really not too much to it other than being patient. This, depending on where you're located in the world, for me, the market opens at 6:30 in the morning. We didn't enter this trade until almost 10 o'clock in the morning. So, it's a good 3.5 hours of waiting. And it's worth it. if you only traded this, 8 out of 10 times, the trade is going to be correct. You're going to make money. And what you do is once you enter your calls here, let's say, for instance, you take 2 calls on SPY. When you enter here, your first profit target is going to be the previous day POC. And just to be clear, like if the previous day POC is here, you're not going to take the trade. There's not enough meat. You're not getting 1 to 2 risk to reward on this trade. So you want to make sure that you have enough reward for your risk. Before you get into this trade, or with any trade, you want to make sure that you're not, that your risk to reward is there. So take calls here. Our first profit target is going to be here. And let's say you take 2 calls on SPY. When you hit your first profit target, you sell 1. And then you put a break-even stop loss on your second one because we're shooting for the full move here. If we come up and it comes down and you stop out, it's fine. You still made good profit on the 1 contract. But if it does something like this, you're making a lot of money on that second contract. So this is worth it. Or if you have a larger account, you take 5 or 10 calls on SPY here. And when you get to here, you trim, 4 or 8 of them and leave 1 or 2 runners to go to the far side. But so, like I said, every time this plays out, 80% chance you're going to go from the previous day value area low to the previous day value area high. This also happens, in the inverse. So we base outside, 3 candles close. You would take puts down. Your first profit target is going to be the previous day POC. And you would trim here and then hopefully get all the way down to the previous day value area low and sell your runners here. Anyway, hopefully a pretty decent video. It's short enough, so shouldn't be losing anybody's attention span. If you guys have any questions, just leave comments or DM me on Twitter or on Discord. And that's going to do it for the video. Much love, everybody. I hope this helped you out. Have a good day. Bye.